Hello, my name is Daniel Yuck. Thank you for joining today. I appreciate you, your time, and your support. In this video, I want to share with you what to look for when you're purchasing your first tattoo gear. Should you have any questions at all, I encourage you to drop a comment below. I'll do my absolute best to assist you in the best possible direction. If you find this video helpful, consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel, as I will be bringing more videos like this for you. With that being said, let's get right on into it. When we first start off, especially when we're first starting out tattooing, we have no idea what does what we are needing, or anything like that. There's very little foundation to go off of to make educated, calculated purchases with tattoo gear. So understanding that is going to help us in a better direction, kind of pick something in the middle that allows us to do anything that we would throw at it. Again, when we are first starting out, it is not likely that we're going to know about lining, shading, packing, techniques like stippling, getting textures like animal fur, and things like that. So I feel professionally it is best to find a middle ground as opposed to a kit that is specialized for one thing. Nowadays, we can get all aspects of tattooing techniques from a single machine if we choose it correctly. For example, let's say we get a machine with a 2 to 3 millimeter stroke. This machine is going to be ideal for like realism and smooth shades because the stroke is not that hard of a hit. However, let's say we get a machine with a 4 millimeter stroke and up. This machine is going to be great for packing, lining, one passes. You get the idea. So the lower the stroke of the machine, the softer the hit, the higher the stroke, the harder the hit. That is going to actually impact the tattoos that we do. So let's say if we're going to be doing a tattoo that requires lots of lining, then we approach it with a 3 millimeter stroke. We may struggle getting the lines in at one pass. However, let's say if we approach a design that's dominantly lines with a machine with a 4 millimeter stroke and above, then we're going to be in and out a lot easier just because of that harder hit. So it's little things like this that we really need to pay attention to. If you were just starting out, I would recommend getting a multi-stroke machine because you'll be able to do pretty much anything that you would need to practice. And then once you kind of graduate out of apprenticing and practicing, then you can get a machine that's dominant for the style that you want to specialize in. However, specialties come later on after you've gotten acquainted with the basic fundamental understanding of how tattooing works, which leads me to my workbook, or my tattoo book, called the Fundamental Tattoo Handbook, which talks about multiple fundamental tattooing aspects in depth. I also have tattoo workbooks that allow you to practice anytime, any place to further develop your skills. In the early days of tattooing, I don't recommend going for the most reputable brands or anything like that and investing outside of your budget range, simply because you are learning the rudimentary basic fundamentals that you need to take with you into professional tattooing. In my opinion, it serves us no purpose to spend several thousands of dollars on gear that we may not be using. I would recommend investing into your human skin gear when you know that tattooing is going to be right for you. In the earlier days, you can go ahead and spend with a healthy budget, get something that'll help you practice all techniques and everything in between, such as fine lines, heavy line weights, packing, shading, textures, and more. You can do that by getting a machine like this first listing right here that's a multi-stroke. So you can see that this right here is the Poison wireless tattoo machine kit with 7 different strokes. You can see that these strokes are beneficial. For example, 2.4 millimeters for fine lines, 3.0 mm is for general work, 3.6 is for smooth shading, and 4.2 is for color packing. That is a guideline. I've seen artists do wonderful work with different strokes. It really matters on the artist using the gear. One thing that you're going to want to look out for alongside the multi-strokes is you're going to want to look at the reviews to see what people actually say about the gear that you are about to purchase. I do not recommend going out of your way and spending something that's outside your budget, especially if you're just starting out, especially if you don't know if tattooing is right for you. Whenever we start tattooing, I would recommend staying within a healthy budget range, learning the basic fundamentals on fake skin, and then graduating to human skin throughout the years. It is not a rushful process, and it should be taken taken absolutely seriously. You can kind of see if you wanted something a bit more quality, where let's say for example, if you're kind of like me, where you don't want to get the cheapest of the cheapest, but you still want to get something of quality without breaking the bank, Dragonhawk is a fantastic alternative. You can see this kit right here is a bit more expensive. However, you do get a bit better quality and build for what you are paying. This machine is also a multi-stroke, so you're going to be able to practice pretty much anything that you throw at it, from fine lines, packing, heavy line weight, shading, and more. You can see this kit right here comes with needles, a pair of gloves, some stencil paper, fake skin. You get the machine itself, you get ink caps and the needles and some ink right there. Once again, I want to reiterate, I do not recommend using ink from these lower budget kits right here on human skin. I feel like these are meant to practice on fake skin and only fake skin. You don't want to be depositing ink into human skin and you're not sure what it is, if it's sterile, how it was made, where it was produced. You have to develop a sense of care for the people that you tattoo, including yourself. As a tattoo artist, it is imperative that we must care about the people that we are tattooing, and we must care about ourselves. Without that habit, then the work that we're doing can be, shoddy, mid-grade work. You get the idea, just because the lack of caring isn't present. You'd be surprised how far caring about the people you tattoo and yourself will actually take you. So that will kind of translate to all aspects of tattooing. This right here seems to be a better kit. It has a lot more reviews and it does have a higher rating, and you can see that people are pumping out really good work with these machines right here. So both of those tattoos are fantastic. You can see this person is utilizing their resources to their advantage by using the fake skin. Fantastic tattoos are being done with this gear right here. So it really just depends on what you want, your budget, and where you are trying to go with tattooing. I do not recommend practicing on yourself as we see here. However, some of these people appear to have a really good sense of tattooing. Not everyone is like that. I know when I first started, I would not be able to pump out work like this. This looks fantastic. I don't know what ink they use, so I can't speak on that, but I can say that these tattoos are very, very nice. You can see that this is super clean work right here, and it appears to all be done with this machine right here. So it's really going to be to each their own. You really need to figure out what your budget is and what you are trying to do. You get the idea. You have other tattoo kits like this one right here. This machine does not appear to be a multi-stroke machine. However, it does appear to have a grip where you could adjust. So this is going to be a set stroke on the tattoo machine, which is completely fine. When I first started, I used to use a CNC Q2, which is a 3.5 millimeter stroke, and I learned all the basic fundamentals using that machine. So it really is going to be personal preference. There really isn't any right or wrong. I think what we should be thinking about is what we are going to be wanting to do as the tattoo artist, so that way we can get the gear that best aligns with our wants and needs. The main takeaway from this video is to pick a machine that you can get the most bang for your buck, especially in the earlier days of our tattooing career. We don't want to skip any steps. There's no way around the progress but through it. So being able to get our hands on a machine that can handle anything that we should want to practice and throw at it is ideal. You can see that there's even tattoo kits that come with a thermal printer. Again, you get the needles, the ink, you get a wireless power supply, and even the adapter to use third-party wireless power supplies, or even a standard power supply. You get the needles, the ink, the skin, some grip tape, and a pair of gloves. That's fantastic for a starter tattoo kit. Now, here's the thing. I understand some people do not like and prefer to not shop on Amazon, and I completely understand that. So if you were to head on over to Google and type in Dragonhawk, or head on over to dragonhawkofficial.com, you can see that this is the website right here, and they have a section dedicated to tattoo kits, and you can see they're even broken down into advanced tattoo kits, professional tattoo kits, starter tattoo kits, and wireless kit. For this video, since I'm talking about the beginning of a tattooing career, let's go ahead and just click on starter kits and see what is available on this website right here. Going down into the starter tattoo kits area, you're going to see that there are an assortment of various kits that are listed right here, and they are at the pretty much same price that Amazon had them for too, and they do come with a lot of the same tools that the tattoo kits on Amazon have, which is fantastic. So this can be for those who don't want to be on Amazon. You can get it from the distributor directly. You can see that some kits vary in design and contents. For example, this one has a wireless power supply with a short pin style tattoo machine, while others have the power supply built right in, and then they come with 1 or 2 cells depending on what you get. You can see that this kit right here has the machine and a standard power supply with it, so you can have the foot pedal to activate the kit, to turn on your machine on and off as you tattoo by pressing the pedal and letting it go. This is going to be what you want as the tattoo artist. That's going to help you determine what kit is right for you. Let's say if you wanted to find like a middle ground kit, you could even head on over to Advanced Tattoo Kits and see what those are about. And again, I would recommend using these as tools to start learning on fake skin, and do not, be influenced to practice on human skin just yet. Even if people are encouraging you to use their skin as practice, I would still recommend waiting. That is the best approach. You can see that the Advanced Tattoo Kits kind of are in the same price range. Some are a little more, some are about the same. However, they do have, for example, right here, the wireless machines where it's a full-blown wireless machine with the cell right there. And then you have others that are like smaller in style. This is like an actual maybe Sharpie size. You can see that this one has the ability to use a standard power supply. It also comes with its own wireless. This one has 2 power cells, as you can see, and then you can have the adapter in case you want to use a standard power supply like with a foot pedal. You get the idea. So right here is a good point as well. If you want to find something more higher grade than a beginner kit, then this is a great place to start. So it is going to be completely and entirely up to you on what benefits your wants and needs as the tattoo artist. I would recommend getting out a paper, sitting down with yourself and figuring out what it is that you are wanting to practice. And if you don't know, the best place to begin is starting from the bottom. Learn how to line, get lining on demand to where each and every single time you deposit ink to line anything with any line weight, you get a clean, solid, consistent, saturated line. From there, focus on shading, and then you can do textures, packing, and everything else. I look at the development of tattooing like a staircase. There's no way around it but through it. I've never seen anyone jump up 10, 20 stairs, so the same fundamental principle kind of applies to tattooing. There's no way around the progress but through it. This right here is a fantastic kit. I personally use this machine and this battery quite a bit, and I absolutely love it. So this right here is going to be a fantastic kit, which is the Master Pro Rotary Tattoo Machine. It is a bit higher in price range. However, that's something that you can grow into and use on human skin as you develop your skills later on. Not to encourage you to practice on human skin, I'm just letting you know that that is a solid machine, well-rounded machine for doing just that. You can see other tattoo kits come with the same machine, and you even get the two wireless power supplies there as well. So once again, I would recommend that you really sit down with yourself and figure out what it is that you want from your work long term. If you can't figure that out and you can't see that far ahead, I would recommend simply starting with the basics by getting a machine and practicing your lining. You could even get ballpoint pen cartridges, and you can practice on within my tattooing workbooks as well to kind of get your wants and needs from there anytime, any place. So if you go to Amazon, type in ballpoint pen cartridges, and then kind of just click that listing, you're going to see an assortment of various cartridges pop up. These right here are designed for most tattoo needles, and you can see on my YouTube channel that I use these quite often as well. These are fantastic for development on the go. When you combine these resources like the Ballpoint Pen Cartridges with a tattoo workbook of mine, you can get the same tattooing experience that you're going to be using on fake skin graduating on up to human skin. So go to Amazon, type that in, look at the Ballpoint cartridges. I would recommend using the Inlumino Heart Ink ballpoint tattoo cartridges. These are water based and they flow like gel pens, so you're going to be able to see your consistency with your lining. And again, you can go ahead and look at videos I have on my YouTube channel of me using these in various colors to get the point on exactly what I am saying. If you head on over to Amazon and type in Daniel Yuck, you're going to see all of my workbooks pop right on up. If you want to look through them all in one place, just type in Daniel Yuck, click my name right here, and then you go to all books, and then you can kind of find what suits your wants and needs. If you're just starting out, I would recommend getting the Tattoo Journal Volume 1 and the Shading Journal Volume 1. You could even get Volume 2 and 3 of the Tattoo Journal and then gradually progress. You're going to be using the same techniques on fake skin that you would be using to practice within these tattoo workbooks right here. So once you start combining these resources, you're going to get the absolute most out of your time and financial investment. I feel long term it is better to invest the time into the development of learning the tattoo fundamentals versus rushing onto human skin for some sort of social merit. I'm not implying that's why everyone does that, but there is a notion of being able to tattoo, and people think that that's correlated to social merit, when in my opinion, it's doing good tattoos that's correlated to people wanting to get tattooed by you. And in order to get people wanting to get tattooed by you, that just simply comes down to understanding the technical aspects from a technical basic standpoint. And to do that, there are many resources that I've shown you here in this video that can allow you to bridge all of those gaps correctly. So instead of rambling on endlessly, I want to conclude this video by letting you know, figure out what it is that you want from your tattooing. If you're still early on and you do not know, start at the bare bone basics. Start with learning your lining and then making your way on to shading, dot work, textures, packing. You get the idea. Walk up the stairs. There's no way around the progress but through it, and you're going to hear me talk about that a lot within the Fundamental Tattoo Handbook. This is a fantastic resource to help you gain a technical understanding about all of the basic fundamental rules with tattooing, from sterilization, understanding different types of gear that are available, all the way down to the techniques and explaining them on a technical level that you can break down and process and read at your own pace. If you have any questions at all, I encourage you to drop a comment below. I'm going to do my best to assist you in the best possible direction. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, as I would greatly appreciate your support. With that being said, I appreciate you, your time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day.